The next speaker. Our next speaker is Karen Dye, who's General Manager of CACLP. Stephanie today will be providing an overview of the marketing strategy and best practices in the China IVD market. So over to you, Karen.
Thank you. Thank you, Samuel. Thank you, Lulu, for the organizing this seminar today. So just 1 second. I hope you can see my presentation. So good day, everyone. I'm Karen. I'm the General Secretary of China Association of IVD. I'm also the General Manager of CACLP show in China. So actually, CAIVD is a national association that connects over 2,000 manufacturers, including those MNC and local players, as mentioned by Stephanie earlier, also the distributors and the key players in China in IVD industries. So China's IVD market is evolving rapidly, presenting both opportunities and challenges for global players. My presentation today is going to dive into the latest market trends from the annual industry report, which is released every March during CACLP show. The recent one was released in Chongqing last March. And I will also discuss effective marketing strategy tailored to China's unique healthcare ecosystem. So first off, I also will quickly go through the market status as shared by Stephanie earlier. So China IVD market has been developing greatly from 2020 to 2022, driven by the global pandemic. So according to our annual report, with the end of the COVID in 2022, China IVD market size reached $16.6 billion in 2022 with a 30% decrease. However, there is still minor increase taking away the impact of COVID, the same as the global market. The IVD upstream part, including raw materials, components, and consumables, is about $2.8 billion, with a 30% annual decrease. However, 80% of them are from overseas companies and brands. So out of total, the products from overseas companies accounting for 50% of sales, that indicates a significant potential for international players to penetrate and grow with this market. Also, it's foreseen the sales of COVID-related products will keep declining, but respiratory testing products is continuing in a fast-growing this year and in the coming years. And the overall market size will be on a growing track in the following years with a minor increase that mainly driven by an aging population, increasing demand, and investment from the central government of China. The IVD midstream market is divided into 6 different segments plus the pathology. In 2023, due to the incomplete recovery of hospital treatment volume in China, combined with the impact of policies changes on hospital equipment installation, the market size of biochemical, immunology, and hematology diagnostics showed declining trend. Additionally, the rapid decline in demand for COVID testing has also led to a sharp downturn in the molecular and POC diagnostics market size in 2023. Clinical immunity driven by the chemiluminescent market is the largest segment in China IVD market in recent years. In 2023, the routine testing in hospitals is gradually recovering driven an increase in the demand for biochemical testing. In addition, the number of microbial infection cases has increased due to the prevalence of respiratory diseases after pandemic, leading to a recovery of the microbiology testing. 65% of communism products are from international companies, so we also see it another high potential sector for international companies. Then 10% growth for hematology and 80% from international companies, especially in the coagulation field. Then due to the prevalence of respiratory diseases after COVID, microbial infection increased rapidly, making the microbiology market recover better, and 80% of them are from international companies. The demand on tumor disease diagnostic released after COVID, driven the growth on pathology, and 72% are from international companies. So you see, in general, there is a big market for international players in China. According to the National Health Commission, China boasts over 1.7 million medical and healthcare institutes in 2023. The government's continued investment in emerging cities and the rural areas, down-tier cities, also aim to broaden medical access and coverage nationwide. The third, the volume and efficiency of medical service provision, such as the number of consultations and the utilization rate of hospital beds, have also increased simultaneously in the past years, and we see a big potential in the following years that the central government will keep invest in the general healthcare system in China to provide a better welfare for the whole nation. So in this annual report, we also foreseeing 6 opportunities that will shaping the China IVD market in the following years. The first one is that the routine testing item returns after the COVID, and the demand on new testing items keeps growing. Then the opening up of 3-child policy promotes prenatal genetic screening, and more testing items will come up from the to-be landing of LDT projects, which is being promoted heavily from the healthcare system and from the central government. The first is that the rise of home self-testing as a novel diagnostic application scenario is also being seen. The increasing of national investment in medical facility construction is growing quickly, as mentioned earlier, which also provide a big market for the whole healthcare and IVD industry. And then addressing challenges like disease X and aging population, giving more opportunities for various kinds of industrial players and new technologies. Also, a trend of product development we also see is that our healthcare system serves for over 1.4 billion population on a daily basis. So the demand on integration, high throughput, and automation line is huge. And this is all the MNC and the big company from local is invested hugely in the past years. The second is POCT products are becoming more and more welcome in the low-tier cities and on special application scenarios due to the COVID in the past years. Then small technologies are more and more widely used in the medical field in China. The smart technology like AI and also the new technology is being seen very popularly this year as the global scenarios. Over 5 million cancer cases are reported in China. This is driving the demand on companion diagnostics. The market size of that is $9 billion in 2022 and expected to be more than double in 2025. genomic sequencing technology become one of the preferred tools for drug resistance and will be widely used in the diagnostic and disease treatment. So along with the development trend of precision medicine, mass spectrometry is playing an increasing important role in clinical diagnostic with its advantage of high throughput, high sensitivity, and high precision and high efficiency. So in general, there is about 1,500 kinds of testing programs in China, which is still far below the figure in the developed country, which is about 2,500. So the demand on new markers, new tests will remain high in long-term run in China. Localized production shall provide more opportunities for international companies as well as the strategic alliance with local players and local manufacturers. So the next one is that I'm also will discuss a little bit with the marketing strategy with you to be to be succeed in China. It's imperative to leverage a mix of traditional and digital marketing channels. So the same as the rest of the world, there is this kinds of media channels in China, including traditional channels, social media, digital channels, and offline channels. So as the National Association, we have the regular publications in print as the traditional channels. We have the industry journal, and we also have the academic journal as view with the influence point over 10. And also we publish the both Chinese version and English version of the Blue Book, which have the annual data and industry statistics to showcase the whole picture of the industry, published every March during the CACLP show. So social media platform includes WeChat, Weibo, and the Chinese version of TikTok. Is the most popular ones in recent years, offering unparalleled reach and engagement for business practice. And also you may aware that in the recent days, another one, Red Note, is getting very popular global-wise due to the the changes in America. So all this kind of social media is being very influential in the daily private life and the business lives. However, I think it's the same practice global-wise is that social media is there is a high content restraint on medical equipment and the medicine, all kinds of media, both on TV and on social media. So we need to be very cautious on the content to be published via social media about the IVD company or the equipment related content. So WeChat remains the top communication app in China with 1.67 billion monthly active users by end of 2024, and it's often used as a official communication channel for all corporate. In addition to the website, this is still the mainstream. Same as Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, corporate WeChat and WeChat video channel is the dominant place to build up the direct engagement with the target audience and with our target customers. So it's very important for any international companies. If you come to China, you have to have your own communication channel in addition to website, and the WeChat corporate account plus video account is the place you have to build up one by one and to build up your brand influence in China. So the traditional way or the regular way is that website, SEO, emailing, SMS is popular used, but you have to bear in mind that emailing is not that popular in China. It's not that frequently used, especially among the small to medium-sized companies. Social media like WeChat is more dominant instead of emailing. So you may need to put more effort in building up the company image as well as the product portfolio via the social media instead of putting too much focus on emailing, which is a little bit incapable in communication in China. So digital platforms has been integrated to marketing efforts, and as I mentioned, social media like WeChat is so important for the domestic communication and the marketing. Is that the live streaming and also the online meetings is widely used to connect with the nationwide like professionals, experts, and users on a daily basis. Meanwhile, offline activities like business meetings, exhibition like CACLP, and the conference in each individual segment is still crucial to be bonded with the end users and to have face-to-face communication to build up the trust and to know more people across the whole industries. Offline channels such as conference, trade shows, still considered as the most important platform to build up a relationship, especially for the cross-culture meetings. It's important to see face by face and to know individual persons for a long-term partnership in China. Last but not least of my presentation is that I'm going to share a little bit of the big movement of the Chinese key IVD companies in the recent years. As you all know, is that go global now is the main strategy for Chinese IVD companies, especially after the COVID. More and more big players from China spend more efforts in building up the global network. So the main strategy for the key players of China is that they normally will build up their R&D centers in the most developed countries like North America, in States or in Canada, and then build up the sales network in the developing countries like Southeastern Asia or Latin America. Still, the developed countries like North America, Europe is the first priority for the Chinese companies who decided to go global because of the strong buying power. However, there is also challenges for Chinese IVD companies to penetrate into the developed countries. That's why normally the Chinese company looking for the strategic partnership like MA or joint venture with the players in developed countries, and meanwhile invest more to build up the sales network in the second tier market, like especially like Indonesia, Thailand, and also like United UAE are being more and more popular destination for the Chinese company who decided to go global. But this is very clear is that strategically planning the global market is the key movement for the major IVD companies from China because of the fierce competition from China and also because of the strong production capacity from the IVD manufacturers from China. But we also see this is the opportunity for the international companies to make a alliance and strategic partnership with Chinese IVD companies to penetrate into the global market and to have a more competitive approach for the global market in a big picture. Here you are two examples from two key players of China. For example, for Mary, who have been invested in the global market for over 2 decades, they already have a I think more than 50 subsidies across the whole world, and their main strategy is build their own offices in different countries, especially in the most leading countries. And meanwhile, they also have quite few MA cases like investment in the high techs and the diocese to expand their product portfolio and expand their sales network and R&D network across the country, across the world. The other example is from one for biotech. They instead of focusing on the developed countries, they spend more effort in the developing country, like building branch offices in Southeast Asia, Latin America, and also to have investment in the manufacturing in these countries, also to expand their network, and also have the joint venture with local distributor and hospital to have more face-to-face and connection with end users. So in general, the market is being very competitive. I think everyone have been aware of that. But in addition, with the challenge, there is an alliance, there is collaboration, there is a big picture on the whole global market. So we see the challenge, but we also see the opportunities between countries and between companies. So thank you for your time, and feel free to contact us if you have any questions. And from my side, I'm very much looking forward to welcome you this March in Hangzhou. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Karen, for that detailed presentation, particularly around the marketing online and offline. In terms of online, wanted to add for our Canadian companies there that those that are considering online marketing, we do have a dedicated team here at the consulate that can support you better understand and to engage safely and responsibly with a lot of the platforms, social media and e-commerce platforms here. So feel free to reach out to us afterwards as you're developing your marketing plan. And that will be something that we continue to work with and talk to you further about as well. As well, for more housekeeping, I know a lot of people just joined us. Wanted to reiterate that we will make the presentations, all the presentations available to you after these sessions, along with our contact details. So you can reach out to us directly if you have further questions as well. So thank you so much again, Karen. So on to our next